Jacob Degrom has informed the Rangers that he is interested in signing with them. Now, everyone I think expected the Rangers to be one of the bigger players in free agency when it comes to pitching this offseason because of the cash that they spent last offseason in Corey Seager and Marcus Semien. And then the fact that they pulled a move that no one expected, signing Bruce Bochy to a 3-year managerial deal this year. So you don't do that unless you're in a win now mode. You're trying to win and compete right now. And I think their record was 68-94 this past season. One of the worst in the league, okay? Now we know they're not afraid to spend cash based on last offseason, but having spent $500 million, $500 million is what Semien and Corey Seager's contracts came out to. I wasn't really sure how much spending capabilities they had come this offseason, but when you're making the moves they're making, you think that they have some wiggle room to work with. Now, Degrom, his asking price is going to be a minimum of probably $40 a year because Scherzer got $43 a year, and he's going to want to top that if he can, but I think he's at least going to get $40 a year. Probably, I feel like probably a 3-year, maybe $40 million a year deal just because of his injury history. I think without a doubt, he's the best pitcher in the league. He just can't stay healthy. And I think that's what pushes teams away with the massive price tag that he carries with him. But I also think that the fact that, I think he's 35, so he's later on in his career. Any deal that he signs is only going to be a few years, so I think teams would be willing to take that risk knowing it's a shorter investment. So they are not capped down for a 10-year deal. And the Rangers are already making moves. They already made a move for Jake Odorizzi. They traded Colby Allard. They're expected to extend a qualifying offer to Martin Perez, who was pretty much their one beacon of light last year in their whole pitching staff. I think it was 13th in the AL. They finished in ERA. But so the pitching is without a doubt the Rangers' top priority and pretty much their only priority going into this offseason. So they're expected to make a move towards They're interested in Carlos Rodon. That's been reported also. And then Clayton Kershaw, he's a free agent. The only other team that's ever been mentioned in the same breath with Clayton Kershaw other than the Dodgers is the Rangers because that's where he grew up. But again, I expect if Degrom is interested in signing with the Rangers, I'm a Texas fan, so that's huge news. Texas fans should be excited. And I think there's a real possibility that the Rangers can get him. Just for the mere fact with the moves that they've made last offseason, signing Bochy, they want to win right now. So expect them to go after the top pitching free agents hard so that they can shore up their pitching staff and be able to compete next season. I think they're expecting to compete next season. You don't sign Bochy as a manager just for a couple years down the road to rebuild for another year or two. It's only a 3-year deal with Bochy, but I think there's a real possibility that they can get DeGrom. And the Rangers are already extremely active, like I said, making moves. They already got Odorizzi. They traded Nick Solak to the Braves, I think, for cash. So they're already making moves. But yeah, big news story right now. DeGrom is interested in signing with the Rangers.